Hi everybody, welcome to Mouth Dancing. This is episode 22. Thanks for listening. Hi, how are you? Do you ever think about why we have to greet each other all the time? You see the same person every day, like at work or school or wherever, and you have to say hi to them all the time? And it's always, you just exchange these perfunctory greetings like, hi, how are you? I'm fine, how are you? And you have to do that every single day that you see them? Why do we have to do that all the time, over and over again? Doesn't it seem like at some point it should just become a given? Like you shouldn't have to acknowledge that they're there. Like you could just look at each other and that should be enough, right? But you can't do that. It's rude. You're considered a bad person if you don't greet someone when you see them. I understand if it's someone you haven't seen in a while and you want to catch up. That makes perfect sense to greet them and exchange, small talk and stuff like that, but why do you have to do that with your coworkers or your family? Or what the fuck is the point? So if I don't say good morning or hi to my coworker, are they going to think that I'm mad at them or something? Why would I be mad at them? That's totally... I guess there could be a reason. But say that it's obvious there's no reason. And yeah, we haven't argued or anything. There's no reason for us to be mad at each other. Why do I have to say hi to that person all the time? Why would your feelings get hurt by someone not saying hi to you? If you don't even look at them and just totally ignore them, I can understand why someone would get mad. But shouldn't just some brief eye contact or a nod be enough? It's like you already know how the person's doing, right? Probably the same as usual. It's not like you're going to ever say to someone, have a bad morning, right? Or think that, unless... I guess you could think that possibly if you don't like the person. Anyway, I just want people to know that I'm not a professional. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. I'm just a guy spouting his opinions. So if you're looking for medical advice or professional advice or psychological advice, definitely don't listen to this podcast for that. I have no credentials or expertise in those areas. I've actually had some people calling me and asking for that kind of advice because they listen to my podcast and they think, I don't know, I guess I just sound pretty wise when they listen to it. And they think I'm going to be able to give really good advice for that kind of stuff. But let me just let you know now that that's not the case. I think you'd be in a world of trouble if you actually did anything I told you to do. Like if you wanted health advice, I would probably, I don't know, tell you to take a bunch of vitamins. But then those vitamins would be bad for you somehow. There are studies that say taking vitamins every day is bad for you, actually. Which goes against years and years of studies that were saying that they're good for you. But those studies were probably funded by vitamin companies, so who knows, right? Can't get all the nutrients you need from the food you eat necessarily. But maybe you can if you eat if you have a balanced diet. If you look at the food pyramid every day and say, I need to get some food from this part and some food from that part, all the way up to the top, then you're probably in pretty good shape. You might not need multivitamins. But then again, you might. So it's kind of like believing in God, right? You might as well do it, because if it's true, then it's you're gonna go to heaven, right? If you believe in God. And if it's not true that there's a God and a heaven and a hell, it's not gonna matter that you believe in God, right? You're gonna just die and disappear. It's kind of like vitamins are kind of like that too. But then some people think that vitamins are like actively bad for your health. Like they're actually not just neutral things that you take that do nothing for you or good for you, but they're actually bad for you. I don't know if that's true though. Like, why would they be bad for you if you just pee them out? I once heard a comment or read a comment online where someone said that taking vitamins is just like paying for a really expensive yellow pee. But I don't really agree with that, because no one really drinks their pee or gets joy from looking at it, right? I don't say, oh wow, I'm so glad I took that vitamin because now I have bright yellow pee. That's not really the point. We're all just trying to improve our health. We're not trying to put on a light show with our urine, It's like, it makes your urine so bright yellow that if you looked at it with the lights off, it might almost glow in the dark, right? But that's not really the point of taking vitamins. It's to get some extra nutrients and minerals. Like vitamins that you might not be getting enough of through your regular food. But anyway, it doesn't matter what I'm saying about all this stuff, because I'm not a doctor. But you might want to listen to a doctor who knows things about vitamins, and they might say something similar. That would just be a coincidence if that happened. Because, I've just read a little bit here and there about them. I'm not like a vitaminologist. Just a normal Joe Blow off the street. Joe Blow off the street is kind of a funny expression. You never know who someone is on the street, though. It could be someone who's actually knows a lot of stuff, or has some kind of special skill or talent. You shouldn't just discredit, people you see walking on the street. You shouldn't say that's just Joe Blow on the street, because it could actually be someone, famous or really knowledgeable. Could be like an Olympic swimmer. It's kind of really pretty arrogant to just brush people off like that. I don't like to use that expression, Joe Blow off the street, because for that reason. I prefer to say that's, Hank Spank walking down the street, who could possibly be some sort of special person, Or Jill Dill. She might know something. Or the person could be transgender or non-conforming. I don't know what kind of name that person would have, though, in that case. Are there gender-neutral names? Seems like there should be some, because some people are transgender, but then some people, they say they don't identify with either. But then what if they have a really butch name like Vig, or a really feminine name like Delilah? I think that in that case you would want to get some kind of name that's doesn't really conjure up certain images of a dude or a lady. Or maybe it's us that we need to change our associations of what these names connotate in our minds, Like if I meet someone named Vig, I shouldn't immediately assume this person is like super butch and into motorcycles and fixing things, So maybe we should start naming really feminine people Vig. Just throw a sort of wrench in the works there, And then what we think is a person named Vig, or what type of personality they would have would be totally different, you know? And Delilah, you could, it's kind of like that Johnny Cash song, The Boy Named Sue. Actually made him really tough. And then now when I meet someone named Sue, because I heard that song and I listened to the lyrics and everything, I don't automatically assume that, you know, Sue is some kind of a wimp. Could be like a really tough dude that could like totally kick my ass. Should never assume something about someone based on their name. Pretty dangerous, actually. Actually, you shouldn't even assume something about someone based on the way they look. Like, that person's small. I could probably kick their butt. You'd be surprised. You'd probably pick a fight with that guy or that gal or whoever who's kind of small and you think you could beat up. And they'll just fucking chop your fucking head off and rip your dick off your body. Then you'll end up, you know, dickless and headless on the street like a fucking chump. Is that how you want to end up because you just assume things about people? If you do, you're a fucking moron, and I got news for you. Not a good idea. So don't do it. Not a good idea is the headline there, and don't do it is the article. And the author of the article is me, Young, the host of the podcast Mouth Dancing. Just putting some wisdom out there for you. But once again, I want to reiterate that it's not like professional advice for your health or your mental health or like how to fix a rocket or anything, you know. I'm not an expert. It's just I'm just a guy with a lot of wisdom from all my years on this planet, seeing and doing and experiencing and reading about and learning all kinds of different things. Actually, a pretty good promotion for this podcast, to keep listening. Keep that in your heads, fellas and ladies, and everyone in between, because that's what this is all about. And that's what you're all about. That's why I love you. Thank you so much for listening and tuning in. I'll talk to you next time. See you later.